Did you know that some of the wealthiest people in the world might be paying a lower tax rate than you? It's a shocking reality that's got everyone talking. From Wall Street to Main Street, the tax system seems to work differently depending on how much money you have. Welcome to the Economy Unpacked Daily YouTube channel. From Wall Street to your street, we share the world of money in a clear way. Let's dive into the paradox of taxes in America and beyond. Imagine working hard every day, watching a chunk of your paycheck disappear to taxes, while billionaires seem to skate by with minimal contributions. It's not just your imagination. It's a quirk of our complex tax system that has been making headlines and raising eyebrows. For most of us, taxes are pretty straightforward. We earn a paycheck, and before it even hits our bank account, Uncle Sam takes his share. Income tax, Social Security, Medicare, it all adds up quickly. Sure, we might get a few deductions for things like mortgage interest or charitable donations. But for the average worker, there's not much wiggle room when it comes to lowering that tax bill. But what about the ultra-wealthy? Their tax situation is a whole different ballgame. Instead of relying on a regular salary, billionaires often build their wealth through assets like stocks, real estate, and businesses. Here's where things get interesting. When these assets increase in value, it's not considered taxable income until they're sold. And even then, they're often taxed at a lower rate than your paycheck, thanks to something called the capital gains tax. But it gets even more complex. Billionaires have access to a treasure trove of strategies to minimize their tax burden legally. They can borrow against their assets instead of selling them, avoiding taxes altogether. They set up complex trusts and use offshore accounts in tax-friendly countries. Some even create charitable foundations that provide tax benefits while maintaining control of their wealth. Let's look at some real-world examples to see how this plays out. Warren Buffett, one of the world's most famous investors, has famously pointed out that he pays a lower tax rate than his secretary. Jeff Bezos, the founder of Amazon, managed to pay no federal income tax in some years despite being one of the richest people on the planet, and Elon Musk. His wealth skyrocketed by billions, yet his tax bill was a fraction of what you might expect. This isn't just an American phenomenon. In Canada, the UK, and Australia, similar patterns emerge. While these countries have different tax systems, like the GST in Australia or VAT in the UK, the ultra-wealthy still find ways to minimize their tax burden. It's a global issue that highlights how tax systems worldwide struggle to keep pace with the complexities of extreme wealth. So why does this matter? The consequences of this system are far-reaching. As the gap between the ultra-wealthy and everyone else widens, it fuels social tension and erodes trust in government. The middle class feels the squeeze, shouldering a disproportionate share of the tax burden. This isn't just about numbers on a spreadsheet. It's about the very fabric of our society. The debate around reforming this system is heated and complex. Some argue for a wealth tax, targeting the assets of the ultra-rich. Others propose a global minimum corporate tax to prevent companies from shopping for the lowest rates. Critics of these ideas warn of potential economic consequences, arguing that higher taxes on the wealthy could stifle innovation and investment. For regular folks like us, this all might seem distant and abstract. But it's crucial to understand because it shapes the world we live in. It explains why you might feel like you're working harder than ever, but not getting ahead. It's why discussions about funding for schools, healthcare, and infrastructure often hit roadblocks. and it's at the heart of many political debates about fairness and opportunity in our society. As we wrap up, it's clear that the relationship between wealth and taxes is more complicated than it might seem at first glance. The system that allows billionaires to pay lower tax rates than workers is on just about income. It's about how we define and tax wealth itself. It raises big questions about fairness, economic growth, and the role of government in our lives. So, what do you think? Should billionaires pay more in taxes? How can we create a system that's fair for everyone? These are the questions that will shape our economic future, and your voice matters in this debate. Leave a comment below with your thoughts, and don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more insights into the world of money and economics. Remember, understanding these issues is the first step towards creating meaningful change. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.